Our drama fans, get ready, because today we're diving into the world of historical Chinese dramas, specifically the ones everyone's going crazy over that are supposed to come out in 2025. We found this awesome video breaking down the top 5, and you guys are getting the inside scoop before they even hit the mainstream, so consider this your heads up to get those watch lists ready.
I know, it's really kind of wild how C-dramas have just exploded in popularity. You know what I mean? Like everywhere you look, people are obsessed. I think it's the whole package, you know? The stories are so intricate and the visuals are always stunning. Plus you get this amazing peek into Chinese history and culture all at the same time. And these new dramas, they're taking it to a whole new level.
Yeah, let's jump right in. Starting with number 5 on the list, Moonlit Reunion. Picture this, Chang'an City, bustling with life, and right in the middle of it all is this notorious dandy named Wu Zhen. But get this, she's got a secret. Wu Zhen can see spirits.
Her sister is the queen. But she just throws all those expectations out the window. She's got this mischievous streak and leads this whole band of young rebels. And her outfits, forget about it. Talk about a fashion icon.
Oh, and it gets even better. So she has this totally normal fall from a building, right? But this fall, you're straight out of Chinese folklore. And their job is to keep the peace between
I
humans.
love how they've woven this folklore element into the story, because traditionally the Cat Master isn't just about protection. They represent order amidst all this chaos, struggles.
Totally. And then you've got Meizu Yu. He's this Taoist prodigy. And guess what? He can see spirits too. All right, now let's move on to number 4, Lament of the River Immortal. Get those tissues ready, folks, because this one's an epic love story with a tragic twist. We've got Li Xingyu, is super powerful immortal, and Bai Jusi, who's this revered master.
This drama is pure Xiangxia, which is basically Chinese fantasy steeped in mythology and Taoist philosophy. Think immortals, mystical creatures, magical powers, the whole shebang.
So yeah, their love story isn't exactly a fairy tale. There's this huge misunderstanding that just tears them apart, leading to heartbreak and eventually their demise. Talk about an emotional roller coaster.
But here's where the Xiangxia genre gets really interesting. Death isn't always the end, you know? It can be like a doorway to transformation, a shot at redemption, and that's what happens with Li Xingyu and Bai Jusi.
Fate steps in and gives them a second chance. They're reborn and get to rekindle their love, but they also have to face this brand new threat that's looming over both the mortal and immortal realms.
It's all about second chances, sacrifice, and that undying power of love, all set in this incredible world inspired by Chinese mythology. The visuals are going to be next level. Like imagine epic special effects and mind-blowing fight choreography, but it's the emotion at the heart of it all that's going to grab you.
Okay, number 3 takes us to the dazzling Tang Dynasty with Flourished Peony. It's premiering January 8th, 2025, and it introduces us to He Wei Fang, a merchant's daughter with this amazing talent for growing rare peonies.
This one's really cool because it focuses on female empowerment, which is a theme we're seeing more and more in C-dramas. He Wei Fang's story isn't just about finding love. It's about her journey of self-discovery and breaking free from society's expectations.
And trust me, her journey is one for the books. When we first meet her, she's stuck in this loveless marriage, basically a business deal. Sadly, that was pretty common for women back then. But He Wei Fang isn't about to just sit back and accept her fate. She makes this daring escape and flees to Chang, the heart of the Tang Dynasty.
That escape is huge. It shows He Wei Fang taking control of her own life. She refuses to be a pawn in someone else's game. And Chang'an is like a city bursting with possibilities. That's where she meets Jiang Chang, an official who at first seems pretty ordinary.
But you know what they say about appearances, right? Jiang Changyang has a secret. He's actually a general totally devoted to serving his country. And He Wei Fang, with her sharp business skills and her passion for peonies, well, she starts down a path that not only leads to her opening this thriving flower shop, but also empowers other women along the way.
The Tang Dynasty was this time of incredible growth, both culturally and economically. And women, even though they still faced a lot of restrictions, they were able to be part of the business world. Some even held positions of power. And Flourished Peony really captures that spirit, showing how He Wei Fang uses her entrepreneurial drive to make a difference in the lives of other women.
I love how Flourished Peony mixes romance with social commentary. Like you've got He Wei Fang and Jiang Changyang, these two people from totally different worlds, figuring out their ambitions and desires, all against the backdrop of this changing society.
Exactly. It's not just a simple love story. It's like a reflection of the Tang Dynasty, where old traditions were bumping up against new ideas and women like He Wei Fang were carving out their own paths.
Okay, from the bright lights of Chang'an, let's jump into a world of secrets and danger with Tales of Dark River. Get ready for assassins, betrayals, and a fight to stay alive.
This one's all about intrigue. It's got this organization called the Dark River, a whole network of assassins tied to the powers that be. And they're ruled by 3 families, the Su, the Shi, and the Mu, each one wanting to be on top.
I can already picture it like secret meetings, whispers in dark hallways, those assassins moving with deadly precision.
Right. And just when you think you've got the power structure figured out, everything changes. The Grand Elders, the leaders of those 3 families, they get hit with this mysterious poison and boom, the whole balance of the Dark River is shattered.
So it's not just about taking out enemies, they've got to deal with their own power struggles too. I bet everyone's suspicious of each other and loyalty could get you killed.
Absolutely. It's like a high-stakes game where you never know who to trust. Then we meet Sumu Yu, the leader of the Grand Elders Guard. He's super loyal and wants to find out who poisoned them and save his masters.
But he's not just dealing with threats from outside, right? With the leadership and chaos, everyone in the Dark River probably wants to take over.
You got it. Sumu Yu's surrounded by suspicion and lies. He can't even trust the other assassins. So he goes to Bai Hihuai, this legendary healer who's known for her amazing powers.
Sounds like a race against time. He has to find a cure and protect himself from anyone who wants to use the chaos to take control of the Dark River.
Tales of Dark River is going to be visually stunning with incredible fight scenes and costumes, but it's the twists and turns, the betrayals that'll keep you hooked.
Okay, time for the big reveal. The #1 most anticipated historical Chinese drama of 2025, Guardians of the Dafeng. This one's got it all: fantasy, history, mystery, and a little modern-day humor thrown in.
Picture this: Yang Ling, a regular office worker, suddenly gets transported from his boring life of spreadsheets and coffee runs to the fantastical Tang Dynasty.
Whoa, talk about a culture shock.
Yeah.
Going from the modern world to ancient China, that's got to be hilarious and super confusing.
The drama plays with that culture clash perfectly. Yang Ling, or should I say his new identity in the Dafeng Dynasty, Shu Qi, and is a night watchman, basically a detective, but he doesn't solve crimes the usual way.
Here's where it gets good, right? He uses his modern knowledge and logic. It's like Sherlock Holmes in ancient China.
Exactly. Yu Qi approaches every case with a scientific mind, and everyone's baffled by his methods. And this isn't just petty theft or neighborhood drama. The Dafeng Dynasty is full of monsters, magic, and courtly intrigue.
So he's not just solving mysteries. He's trying to survive in a world that's totally alien to him, a world where the lines between reality and fantasy are blurred.
Guardians of the Dafeng is this awesome mix of genres. It's historical fantasy, crime thriller, and comedy all in one. It's going to have amazing special effects and action, but it's the fish out of water story and Zhu Qian's unique way of solving crimes that makes it stand out.
Wow, we've covered supernatural guardians, epic romances, ambitious businesswomen, and now a modern-day detective in ancient China.
It's like opening a door to a whole new world of discovery.
So yeah, keep those watch lists updated and get ready to be swept away by these amazing historical Chinese dramas. You might even find yourself falling in love with a whole new genre, or getting inspired to learn more about this ancient and vibrant culture. Until next time, happy watching.